Mark Rogers TV on college football. We do a show each Monday on Google Hangouts live at 1 o'clock Eastern Time called SEC in 60. I was preparing, as we do each week, to run through SEC football for 60 minutes and looking at the Vanderbilt football schedule for 2014. Vanderbilt, I would like to inform you that you are playing what used to be called Division 1A football, FBS Division 1A football. On top of that, Vanderbilt, under the leadership, of course, James Franklin and now Derek Mason, is actually a factor in FBS football, winning 9 games the past 2 seasons and finishing in the top 25. And I look at this schedule and it's garbage. There is no excuse for Vanderbilt or any team in one of the Big 5 conferences, let alone the SEC, to be scheduling Temple, UMass, Charleston Southern, and Old Dominion. Those are the 4 non-conference games for Vanderbilt in 2014. That's a disgrace. Somebody should be fired for scheduling football at Vanderbilt. Not Vanderbilt 1995, Vanderbilt 2014, a top 25 program. Temple, who went 2-10 in the America Athletic Conference last year. Temple, 2-10. That's the opener at home. They couldn't play any of these games on the road, of course. UMass, that game on September 13th against the Minutemen, who were all of 1-11 in the MAC. UMass 1-11 in the MAC, gave up 33 points per game, one of the worst statistics in the country. Only scored 11 per game. Were outscored per game 11-33 to the opponents. Played Vanderbilt last year. Actually, it was a pretty respectable score at 24-7. Okay, skip ahead to October. They play 1AA power, Charleston Southern, who went 10-3 last season. And one of those losses was to Liberty by 42 points. Charleston Southern. And then the big finale in the non-conference slate comes the first day of November in 2014 against ODU, Old Dominion, 8-4 last season, including a fight that they put up against the Tar Heels of North Carolina, 80-20. Vanderbilt, this is unbelievable. Temple, UMass, Charleston Southern, and Old Dominion. Those are your 4 non-conference games. Now, we've talked scheduling a lot here on Mark Rogers TV, and I think for any Power 5 conference team, you've got to schedule one toughie. You've got 4 non-conference games. It should only be 3. You should have 9 conference games, but that's another subject that we've delved into a number of times here on Mark Rogers TV. But, okay, you've got your 4 non-conference games. You've got to play one toughie, especially if you're an emerging Vanderbilt program. Play whoever it is, a power from the ACC, Florida State, Clemson, Virginia Tech, somebody. Go to the Big 12, go to the Big 10, Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, somebody. Okay, 1 game. 2 of the other 3 should be against decent opponents from other Power 5 conferences or one of the very top teams from the America Athletic Conference like a Central Florida, or go play Kansas State or play Oregon State or even play Cal, play somebody, Texas Tech. And again, if you want to keep the regional flavor, play an ACC squad. Vanderbilt was starting, I believed, to have started a rivalry with Wake Forest, but they're not playing the Demon Deacons this season. And then play 1 AA teams. Just play 1 game like one of these 4. A Temple, a UMass, an Old Dominion, or a Charleston Southern. I don't care. That could be the 1 game. Play a toughie. Play 2 marginal opponents from Power 5 conference teams. And then play 1 pushover, 1 patsy, 1 cupcake, but not 4 of them. A 1-11 MAC school. If you're going to play a MAC school, play one of the best MAC schools. If you're going to play an America Athletic Conference team, play Houston at least. If you're Vanderbilt, don't play Temple, 2-10. And it's understandable. Sometimes you schedule an opponent 5 years out, even 3 years out, and they stumble and they're not quite the program that they were when you scheduled them. But that's not the case here with Temple, UMass, Charleston Southern, and Old Dominion. Okay, Vanderbilt, give me something. I'm going to look ahead to 2015 and beyond, and the Vandy schedule better step it up. I understand you play in the SEC and you can say, well, our conference schedule is really tough. No excuse. You've got 4 games here. You need to schedule some legitimate opponents. Vanderbilt, SEC fans, college football fans, anybody out there, please back me up on this one. Vanderbilt's horrible, awful schedule in 2014. Right here on Mark Rogers TV.